You want to play Arcane, but you saw this and you thought to yourself, I'm not a sweat lord, I'm not gonna play this. I'm telling you, you can play this spec and have lots of fun and do a bunch of damage and ignore 70% of this. Okay? Here's how to do it. First, you have two builds. There's the raid build, which is like this, and the AoE build, you drop mana gem and maybe like two arcane missiles, and you pick up this and this, and boop beep boop bop bop beep boop boop bop beep. I don't even know what. Yeah, and this, sorry, and or barrage. This is the AoE build. You drop this and two of these to pick up this, and this. All right, let's do the AoE. Start with the AoE because it's more fun. The rotation is pretty much the exact same as single target, except drop missile and blast, and instead use explosion, orb, and barrage. You use barrage to get rid of the charges, you get orb and explosion to gain the charges. And this magical talent here, which is complete RNG, and I hope it doesn't mess me up, will show you how easy it is to get charges. But the opener is the exact same. You do, and I'm gonna show you the opener without having to do any of this ultra complex. You wanna use arcane explosion and until you get clearcasting proc. Doesn't matter. Don't doesn't matter. You evocate. You radiant spark. You nether tempest. You arcane surge, and then you touch of the magi, and just start blasting. Barrage, no proc. Okay, orb, barrage, no proc. Okay, orb, orb proc, nice. 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 There you go. No proc. Okay, let's try and get another orb. There you go. And you have two charges of the orb, but the orb, Arcane Barrage has a chance to send an orb with this talent here. Okay, so it's kind of pure RNG, but it's very fun and you do a lot of damage even if you don't get these procs. Right, fun. I'm doing I'm doing 260k and I'm not paying attention. I am also this geared. 380, 480. Wow, I messed up those numbers. 438. All right, all right. Pew, pew, pew. Very fun. Very good for 5 target damage. All right. Now for the raid single target build, which you are going to do the exact same thing for single target bosses in Mythic Plus, except no mana gem, because you can't pick that up in I don't recommend picking that up in Mythic Plus. But Mana Gem is an annoying ability, so what I did, I just macroed it into my Arcane Surge, because you do use it after Arcane Surge, or somewhere around there, for maximum damage. Anyways, and I also put my trinkets in there, and I also put my pod in there, and blah blah. Okay, I recommend doing that, but make sure the Mana Gem is after the Arcane Surge. So this way you press Arcane Surge, and then you press it again when you're done pressing it to just use the mana gem. And make sure you actually craft the mana gem, because you have to craft the mana gem, and make sure you have Arcane Familiar in, and make sure you have your Arcane Intellect. Okay, here is the single target rotation. You, Radiant Spark. You, Nether Tempest. You, Arcane Surge. And you, Touch of the Magi. And you start blasting until you get 4 done of the Radiant Spark thingy. I will show you that. And then you can start missiling when it's glowing. If it's not glowing, don't press it. If it's glowing, press it, and then press 2 blasts. Minimum. You can press more if you want, but minimum 2 blasts. Okay, let's do the rotation. Arcane Spark. Radiant Spark. I hate these names, man. Nether Tempest. Arcane Surge again. Touch of the Magi, and just start blasting until 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and it's gone. Start missiling. Blast, blast. Missile. A blast, blast. A missile. A blast, blast. This is going to be your single targeted rotation for most of the time, except for one thing that I didn't mention, because of course I forgot it. I forget it every single time, and that is evocation. So that's perfect. I'm just gonna show you this stuff. This is like, this is 70% of your damage here, doing this stuff. Once you get used to this, you can start to do more air quotes advanced stuff, and I'm not talking about the stuff that the guide showed you on Wowhead. Ignore that stuff. That is not just advanced stuff, that is robot stuff. That is maximum sim DPS blah 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 blah. Like, ignore that stuff. Okay, let's just wait for our cooldown to come. And this is one of the worst things, is that you want to actually destroy your mana gem if you have two or one charges, and then recreate it, because you can't recreate one when you have one. Very annoying. Anyways, here's the big damage rotation you're going to do in raid that will give you 90% of the damage for 10% of the brain power. Once you get this rotation of Spark, Dot, Surge, Magi. Don't do this Arcane Barrage into Magi stuff. You can completely ignore this thing. You can take it off your bar. It doesn't matter. Right? If you want to maximize damage, keep it on the bar and read the guide. If the guide makes you not want to play this spec, don't read the guide. Okay? Here's the big damage, okay? And I'm gonna include Evocate in this. Evocate. And then Lust into Spark, Dot, Surge, Touch of the Magi, and start blasting. Missile, blast, blast. Missile, blast, blast. Missile, blast, blast. Missile, blast, blast. Guess what? Missile, blast, blast. Keep going. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, somewhere around here, when you drop the Arcane Surge, you want to press Shifting Power to make sure you press it before this comes off cooldown. Ignore this. This is always used with this. All right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Go. Blast, 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 blast. Till it goes away. And missile. Blast, blast. Missile. I'll blast, blast. Oh, I can't blast, blast. What do? Press anything. Orb. Use your Clearcasting procs. Put the dot up. That doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's better than nothing. Alright? But this is terrible. What do I do now? It doesn't matter, right? You're just waiting for Evocate. And it's going to come up, and it's gonna be great, and you can keep blasting. Right? And you don't have to wait here. Just keep blasting until you get this. Okay? Now it's coming up. Let's do the rotation. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Missile, blast, blast. Missile, blast, blast. Yes, I know I'm clicking the abilities, but I'm just trying to show you where I'm clicking the abilities. Missile, blast, blast. Missile, blast, blast. Now look at that. I'm doing 100k DPS. And I'm simming about 110k DPS. Could it be better? Absolutely. But hey, that's what learning your spec is. Oh, a little bit too late on that one, but that's okay. Boom, boom, boom. If you want to be super fancy, do a barrage before you do a Touch of the Magi. It's not really like the most detrimental thing in the world if you don't do that. It's not the most detrimental thing if you don't put a Presence of Mind in the end, at the end of Touch of the Magi. It's nice to do that once you get used to the spec, but at the start, to do a lot of the damage, you don't have to do that. Put the dot up. Waste some time. Okay, Evocate. Nice. Let's go. Pew, 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 pew. Here you go. This is it. You're going to be super good at the raid.